everybody. I'm Larry.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw in film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff. So they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still fourth down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Time running out here on the play clock. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that. You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. And I looked at him coming out of college. I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. And I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
On second down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Cut in left. Cut in left. 4 down. 4 down. Go. Motion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
On 2nd down, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So that one goes down as Matt Ryan to Julio Jones for the first time in 2016.
And it's a connection that's made often, right? He led the league in receptions. He led the league in yards. Were you surprised to see only 8 touchdowns, though?
Yeah, much lower than you would think.
I think a lot of that is because so much of the coverage is kicked to him. He's got to have a sidekick who will open things up for him a little bit more. Hard to get away when there are 2 or 3 guys around you all the time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A draw play is called because you think you've either found a gap or you're using the aggressiveness of the defensive line against itself. Not on that play. Totally controlled the middle of the field. Offense had nowhere to go with the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that brings up 4th down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Flex round.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep drop. Caught by Snead over the middle. And all the way down to the 37. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey. Let's go. 1, 9.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Ingram, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Now Ryan on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes it's through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
The left side completion to Jones. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard to go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Here's Ryan. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On second down, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Here's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lose the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Come on, let's go. Run 38.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ohio, come on, let's go. 190.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. 10 yards still left on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Check. Lucky. Watch out. There we go. Check.
On third down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Brought in left side by Snead. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be first down, Saints.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come up in an offset eye. Ryan. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ryan wants to throw it. And Cook has it left side. And he's brought down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
We got 4. Ready, blue 80. Sit. Ready.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And he finds Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In motion left, the tight end. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Well, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still...